And then you have this aspect that, what about the future? When my father, let him live long, will not be here among us. Marek Edelman just passed away a few years ago. How will we remember the Jews of Europe? Will we only have your Yiddish beautiful book center and the beautiful museum in Washington, D.C.? Or is it important, even in our virtual world, to have a place to come to in Europe, to come here? We have now the Jewish community, this whole, all the buildings surrounding also belongs now to the Jewish community. All of it will be renovated and hopefully can serve anybody, the Jews, the non-Jews, who want to learn more about Jews of Europe. And if, you know, one can easily change the history of Europe and say, well, you know, the Jews didn't really have so much, you know, to do with the history of Europe. But I was just now in Krakow about a conference about heritage. And in Köln, you know, they have things from 1st century after BC, or, you know, they have artifacts and things which proves that we've been here about 2,000 years. And in this city, we have like 800 years. So, and if you want to write the history of Europe, you have to include the Jews, you have to include Yiddish, you have to include Ladino, but of course Yiddish was a much larger, in a larger scale, you know, 11 million of those Jews of Europe, most of them had Yiddish as a mother tongue. And if we want to build anything in the future, I mean, human rights, civil society, whatever, one cannot forget what happened to the Jews of Europe. This is something that will be more and more and more important. And when people say, oh, even yesterday I heard, oh yeah, it's good when, you know, it's not only about the Holocaust. Maybe I'm, you know, obsessed, you know, I do all these things. Of course, my center, it's full of life, it's a lot of this. But of course, remember, because and the building should always have that little touch too, that you have that sore, because when that scar, and the thing, it's a beautiful building, everything is positive, but you know, when you are here on this earth and soil, there is always this wound, and the people, even the Poles in my age, they helped me. They were not non-Jews. They helped me, 2 men particularly, who put all their efforts completely pro bono. And we did that together. And it was like repairing. It's like a big wound, you don't know what to do with it. And you feel like you're repairing the world in a way, and mankind. You're trying to do something that maybe, you know, will be better, and that we don't know. But what is great is that many people enjoy it. And when I started to say in the Jewish world that I'm going to, you know, renovate the synagogue, they thought I'm a shugga, and, you know, I should go to Israel. I could do work there, and well, what am I going to do there in Brussels? And I knew that it was important, but I know it's even more important now. And I know it's important for you and for your children and the grandchildren and so on.